Hey guys, this is Megan from You Go to Be Kidding. It's a pretty windy day. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. I, spur of the moment, decided to make a video. I'm out here in my garden. I had a bunch of onion sets that I wanted to get in the ground, and I've never used them before, but I decided to try something new. And I have my potatoes that I planted. I made a video about planting fall potatoes, and I'll link that up there, but I had the 2 rows here. What happened was I planted them in the fall, and then we had a Tennessee super warm week, and all of them sprouted. The plants came up right before the snow. So we buried the plants in the mulch, but they obviously died. It wasn't supposed to be that hot. They weren't supposed to sprout back then, but they did. So it's getting about time where I could replant potatoes. So I wanted to check in on what was down on the ground, if there was any potatoes there, or if they'd all rotted or what. And surprise, surprise, we are actually finding potatoes that I could eat tonight, like new potatoes. So I wanted to show you what we found. And I guess my experiment was not a total failure. All right, so I have 2 rows of potatoes out here. I've already kind of dug through this first row and then recovered the pile, but look I've got a whole little stash of new potatoes here. It's not a ton and they're not huge, but there were no greens sticking up at all. And these are awesome. So we're gonna finish up this second row here. Caleb's out here helping me. He also found some. And so we're gonna finish up this row and see what else we can find. But just what a fun surprise to have potatoes ready in April. There's not a ton of them, and I probably could have left some in here, but I don't have any potatoes in the house and I'd like to eat some. So what a cool thing for us to discover. I wanted to share with you guys that planting potatoes was not such a bad idea. I plan on leaving the rest of these and seeing what happens in a few more weeks. All right, so this is the final potatoes. We did not do a super thorough search, and it's obviously not a ton, but there were no plants. They had sprouted way back, I think it was December before Christmas, and they've just been hanging out in the ground. We've left plenty of the seed potatoes. I just left them in there, and hopefully we'll actually get some sprouts coming up in the next couple weeks. If not, I have more seed potatoes that I can come back and put in these rows. But so I've got 2 full rows here. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, I guess. Caleb's helping mound up the end of the second one. But we've got 2 little rows going down there. And we have some garlic and onions that we had planted, and we had some of these onion sets. I've actually planted many, probably close to 20, and I still have all those left, but I'm not sure where to put them. So we've got some onions ready to go, and our garden is underway. We will be back out in the garden a bunch here. We've got some sugar snap peas coming up behind me and some carrots as well. And I'm excited to have things start growing again. There's also the fact that everything grows in Tennessee, so you can see my weeds coming along the fence line there. But I will try to take care of it, try to stay on top of it a little bit better this year. But we hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time.